That in that moment I was like, bro, I didn't miss the flight. This flight has come for me now. And solo traveling, that too internationally, sounds exciting, yes. But well, that was not the case with me though last year. And what happened with me next, I still can't believe it. So you know what? I was coming back from India to Latvia last year around same time like February 2024, and I was carrying two hand packages just like a normal Indian because I was coming back for a long time. So I had a lot of things stuffs with me. I was tired and I was sick because I was down with fever just a day before I got bite in my leg, a dog bite. So I was little sick also, and I had no clue what is going to happen with me, what is waiting for me. Oh God, that was a lifetime experience, seriously. But anyway, like I took my flight from Delhi to my flight was from Delhi to Latvia, but I had a layover in Istanbul for 2 3 hours. Okay, so I took my flight. I reached Istanbul. I did all the checkings and everything, all the clearance, everything happened, and there was still time of 2 hours in my flight. Okay, I don't know why, but I assumed the flight works the same way as in India. Like, the gates are still open till the last minutes. They keep announcing your names, and someone, even if you still can't reach there but you're there at the airport, someone comes running and calls you or takes you to the plane and helps you to board that plane somehow. So I assume all these things, but at Istanbul airport, this was not the case. Not all countries and airports works like this. Like, I literally felt the pain of being away from your country and being. So as soon as I reached Istanbul, I did all my check-ins and everything, and there was still time of 2 hours, so I was waiting in the waiting area. And I casually pick up my bags and everything, and I walked to the gate where I was supposed to reach. Okay, but the moment I reached there, boom, there was no staff, no passenger, and the gate was closed. And I just couldn't understand at that moment what is happening, what to do, where is everyone, what happened, where is everyone, like why there is nobody. I literally waited there for 7 to 10 minutes. And let me tell you, those who don't know, Istanbul airport is like the world's biggest airport, I believe. It's very, very, very huge. Like, to go from one place to another, it literally takes all a lot of time. Like that day, I remember in all this incident, my 5,000 steps I completed in all these things. So it is very big. So it actually takes also some time from going from one place to another, and that too with two bags, and you're already not feeling good and you're tired and all these things happening also with you. So I waited there for 7 to 10 minutes, literally. Like, I was waiting if someone can will come to this place, some staff member, like there should be someone I can ask for help, but there was nobody. Only some of the travelers going from this gate to that and from this place to that. Okay. After a few minutes, a lady comes, and when I asked her and I explained her the entire scenario, that I have a flight and this is my boarding pass, I'm supposed to reach this place and I'm already waiting from last 10 minutes. Can you please help? She said, I can't help. The gate is already closed. Like, I literally requested her multiple times. I thought she will, or the staff will let me explain myself and will help me out. But no, all she said to me is the gate is closed. I can't help you. She could have made a call. Matlab, I don't know whatever her place or designation was, but the simple thing she could have done is make a call and let me in through that gate, and take my flight. But she said, go to the help center and they can only help you. And guess what? That help center was the same place which is 2 3 kilometers back. Like, it takes 5 to 10 minutes from where I was actually coming. She said, go to that place, I can't help. And then she went away again. So I took all my luggage. Again, I dragged myself to the same place from where I just came. And when I reached there, what I saw, first of all, I somehow found that help center place of Turkish airline at Istanbul airport. There were 4-5 people sitting there to help, and there was a huge queue. Just because I was having a flight in next 30 minutes, I just went there in the line, to the person directly, and I told them that, see, I need help, my flight is about to take off, please help me to board that flight. And guess what? That lady said, can you please get in line? Seriously, this is what you tell a person whose flight is about to miss, international flight, that too of a country in the country you are at, you don't have a visa of that country. And I was like, okay. And the line was not short, it was a huge queue, like there were already 4-5 people standing in that line. And that was the attitude of that staff of help center. Okay, I had no idea. So because I had no other choice, I had to join the line. I had to wait for my turn. No problem. I still had 30 minutes. The moment my turn came in, that lady again got busy, who was supposed to help me with her colleague, and they started discussing something. I can understand that might be important, but trust me, that cannot be that important than what the problem I was facing at that time. So she kept on discussing her problem with her colleague for next 10 minutes, and I was looking at them that, please, it's very important and need your help. And he said, don't worry, I'll help you, don't worry, I'll help you. And they kept on discussing their issues. No worries. Then that lady that lady went away, and some other person came in at her place, and the person was like, okay, I'll help you. And then he took another 5 minutes to settle down. No worries, they wasted my 10 to 15 minutes successfully. I was still having hope that some of them will help me and help me to board my plane. I again explained the same problem to that person very patiently, and guess what, he replied me, okay, no worries, I have a solution for you. And the solution is, I have another flight for you, but tomorrow, same time in the evening, and you just have to pay me $80. Can you believe it? Like, I am asking them, please help me to board the plane, and in return they're giving me a solution that, okay, we have another flight, another ticket, but in $80. Like, I understand when you are in a sales team or when you work in such team or designation, you are supposed to make money, you have your targets and everything, but come on, dude, I had 30 minutes, you could have helped me, the entire staff could have helped me, but instead of that, they wasted my time, and then this is what they're helping. And because I had no SIM of that country and internet, nothing was there, like that 1 or 2 hours internet that you get free at the airport, that I've already consumed because I had no idea this is going to happen with me. So I was like clueless what to do, what to say, like offer him. I definitely didn't had that money also. $80 from where, dude? Like, I was not prepared for this. And then I had nobody. I was traveling solo, from whom to discuss. Anyways, I borrowed some time from him. I said, okay, let me think about it. Then somehow I tried getting internet from somewhere, anything. After 5-10 minutes, somehow the Wi-Fi worked for me, and then I made a call at my home. I discussed the whole scenario with my husband and everything. And first thought I had in my mind is, should I book my flight on my own through some app or something? But then anyways, we had no other choice, no solution. I again joined the line. I asked that lady. I first decided that, okay, I will pay them $80, but at least I'll reach home, because I had no other option. I don't have visa of this country, right? So I again joined the line. I again explained the whole scenario to another person, and then this time what she said is, okay, I can offer you this flight, but now you have to pay $100 or $120. This time she increased the price even. And by this time, they were successful in like letting me miss my flight. I have missed my flight successfully. I had no other choice. I had no idea what to do in this country for next 24 hours. And So again, I moved out of the line. Again, like ran to. I asked them that let connect me to your manager or some other person, because there is also a clause that if your flight gets missed, they also offer you a place to stay and blah blah blah. So I just went on like searching and exploring for those options, that what is the other way out for me, right? Because $80, $100, I was not having that, and I had no choice what to do next. Okay, like I again went to that place. There was no call, no phone, no manager. They were not understanding me. There was language issue, language barrier, and I was feeling so helpless, and I was like missing my India and the airline peoples we have it in our country like anything. And I was feeling like to die in that country at that very moment, trust me. Okay, then I again joined the line, like assuming this time somebody will help me. I joined this like fourth, fifth time. When I joined the line, what happened was that girl, I was explaining that this is what happened with me. She said, "See, you have already missed your flight, and you're going to miss your flight again. So you better run." I first couldn't understand. I first thought she is like taking me someone else. She didn't understand the whole problem, and she has given me someone else's boarding pass or something like that. But I just wanted help, so I just took that boarding pass and I just ran to that gate like anything. So the moment I reached there, I was clueless. I didn't understand what is she telling, what is happening with me, and all that. And in all these incidents and everything, when this was happening, 2 hours were had already passed. 2 घंटे हो गए थे इन सब ड्रामों को करते करते. Anyways, when I reached the place again, I was shocked to see there was nobody, like no staff, no passenger, nothing. It was like that place was so empty, and I was scared again. Like, did she misguided me? Did she understood what I was trying to tell? Or again, she misunderstood me, or what happened, dude? I just couldn't get at that time. But when I waited for 2-3 minutes, some security guards kind of people, they were sitting nearby. So I just asked them that I have this boarding pass, and this is the plane, this gate, is this the gate the plane is going to come, and we have to board from this gate? And first of all, they all looked at me, three of them, very shockingly. And then in their language, they had some talk, and they started laughing. I couldn't understand what is happening. So I said, like, am I at the right gate? Like, this is the right place, right? So they said, yeah, you are at the right place. Don't worry. The plane is about to come. I said, okay. I waited there, and then after half an hour, I couldn't see, like, no activity, nobody called my name, the gate was closed, no staff, nothing, no passenger. So I couldn't understand what is happening. So I again asked them that what happened, where is the plane and all that. So what they told me at that point of time, I just couldn't believe what they said. I literally had goosebumps at that time. I'm smiling right now, but at that time, in that very moment, I was full of tears. I was like feeling like, okay, thank you so much, God. I don't know for what karma you have rewarded me this, but I can't feel more thankful and grateful and blessed than this very moment and day. They told me that the plane took off 2 hours back, but because of some lightning and some mid-air problem in the plane couldn't reach the destination. Like, by this time, agar sab kuch sahi raha hota, the plane could have reached the destination. But the plane took off, but it was in the air, and now the plane is coming back from half of the way because of that problem. And we have to change the plane, so nobody could reach their destination. So I was so happy. I was literally laughing at this problem. They all were also laughing about, and they said it's a magic. Like, this moment is magical. Like, this has never happened, and this is very, very, very rare. I was like, I am very sorry for the plane, but I'm so happy that the plane couldn't reach. And then the plane came, all the passengers, they also came back, they were given refreshments and they were made felt comfortable. They changed the plane again. This whole thing took another 1 to 1.5 hours, and we boarded again in the new plane. And this time, I was also in the plane at my seat, and whenever I boarded the plane, the passenger next to me and other people, they all were looking at me very shockingly and surprisingly that why this lady is sitting here. So all the nearby passengers, like the passenger next to me and other people sitting near to my seat, they all were looking at me very surprisingly and shockingly. Like, I could understand from the expressions, like I don't know the language though, but I could understand that they were like, last time when we boarded the flight, she was definitely not here. Now why is she sitting here, and that too at the window seat? Then I explained them, look, I missed my flight the last time, and I was lucky enough that this flight came back and I'm in this flight this time. So this is what happened. And that passenger, he was so excited and feel very surprised listening to all this, that he told the same story to the passenger sitting next to him. And now everybody was looking at me and they were like, okay, यही वो औरत है, यही वो लड़की है जिसके लिए ये पूरी फ्लाइट 2 घंटे हवा में घूम के द फ्लाइट हैज केम बैक. I was feeling little embarrassed also, kind of, that maybe they are feeling that it was me, but it was not me. It was like the lightning problem and everything. And that day, in that moment, I realized how blessed I am. And how universe, like when you miss something, it's actually the way of universe protecting you. Maybe I was not meant to be on that flight. What if I have boarded that flight and something worse could have happened to me? I wouldn't have been talking to you all this day today. So, ladies and gentlemen, the moral of the story and the incident is that wait for the right timing, and universe has its own way of protecting you and making out things for you. So trust the timing. If something is not working out for you, don't fight, because the universe has its own way of rearranging things. You are in hurry, but the God is not, and he knows better than you what is good for you and what not. So has something like this ever happened to you, like when life tested you and then boom, something insane happened with you? Tell me in the comment section, and please like, share, subscribe my video. See you in the next video. Bye, take care.